put your hands together for Leah Richardson.
So my name's Leah. Hello. I grew up in a really small town, and I have a mother who overshares, so everybody knew my business, right? If someone asked my mom how I was doing, she'd be like, "Oh, she's good. She's falling behind in math." And the next week there'd be a rumor in town like, "Did you hear Leah's retarded?" Still trying to prove it. No, that's just a little backstory for you. You know when you meet people that like want to knock you down a few pegs? To be honest, it doesn't even really bother me when this happens, right? I actually think it's funny when people try to lower my self-esteem, because I'm like, joke's on you, I don't have any. So, I honestly have the self-esteem of a beauty school dropout, which is funny because I'm actually a beauty school graduate. Doesn't use her license anymore, same thing. Yeah, man, sometimes I feel bad about not going to college. I went to beauty school instead. But, like, who knows what they want to do when they're 18, you know what I mean? Like, my mistake was just cheaper. Instead of student debt, I'm just vastly uneducated. But I know how to wax your taint, so that's on my resume. I don't know why I'm like, hey, you need your taint waxed? That's weird. Yeah, man, I did a lot of dumb stuff when I was younger. Did a lot of dumb stuff. I dated every member of a ska band. Starting with the singer, then the guitarist, then the drummer. But what makes it extra sad is that I ended up with the trumpet player. And if you're not familiar with ska music, it's how white people ruined reggae by adding a trumpet player. That's who I chose. And at that time, I was 18, like I should have been working my way up in the world, but instead I was working my way down a ska band. So, good choices all around, am I right? What else? Yeah, man. The other day my friend asked me where I see myself in 5 years, and that question, gives me anxiety. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I said, like, honestly, probably in college and pregnant. Just being real, like, by that time I'll probably give up on my dreams right as my eggs are about to expire. Two birds. Yeah, man. So I'm a nanny who just got fired. What? Yeah, give me some love. I need it. Yeah, I just got fired, and the reason. Oh, really? Shit, man. I feel your pain. Yeah, unemployment doesn't exist when you're a nanny. No. But they said they were letting me go because they said I didn't seem passionate about the job. And I was like, you mean raising your children? Are you passionate about this job? You know, like, you could try it. I don't know, I'm just saying. No, they're not bad people. They're not bad people. They're very well off. They got a lot of money. And my boss would often vent to me about his problems. And I always had a hard time relating because our lives are so different. Like, he's like, I booked this olive oil tour in Tuscany. Now my wife wants to go to Capri instead. Like, can you believe it? And I was like, yeah, man, I know what you mean. Like, the other day, a rat chewed through my period panties. Life is hard, I have that joke on my sales. I always write rat panties, and it makes me so happy. It's interesting to me the mind of a child who grows up with money, like, because, you know, being rich is all they know, so they don't realize their lives are different. Like, one of the girls I used to nanny said, there's a lot of things I want in life, but Daddy doesn't want anything. Daddy says he's happy with nothing. And I was like, oh, that's why Daddy drives a brand new Tesla and hired a nanny. It's a real minimalist. Yeah, I'm a nanny, but I came to LA to be a singer. I did. Came to LA to be a singer, and for a while I was seeing this voice coach who's really reputable. She's toured the world. She's worked with a lot of big names, but she's also really intense and patronizing. So I was torn. Like one day I messed up a scale, and she was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 28. And she was like, "Well, I have 16-year-olds who can sing these scales perfectly, who are crushing it right now." And I was like, yeah, I mean, 16-year-olds can do a lot of things I can't do. Like, can we just focus on where I'm at? I mean, look at you, you're 45 and still don't know how to talk to people. Yeah, dude, so I'm a singer. Being a woman, right? Kind of hard. Yeah, it's hard. Being a woman can be hard. Like, it's tricky. Like, I don't even get to wear my own face every day. When I don't wear makeup, I look like a young British boy in an oil painting. Do you see it? You see it. It's true. And I like pointed it out to my boyfriend once. He's like, "You're right." I'm like, "Don't say that. Don't agree." Yeah, being a woman's tough. Like, it's amazing as a woman how much creepy men affect your life. Like the other week, I was trying to go to Rite Aid, and these two guys got out of their van, followed me, blocked the entrance, and one of them was like, "Hey, baby." So I turned around, got back in my car, and I was like, "Well, I guess I just won't get the things I need today. I'm just gonna go hide in my apartment." The titles of articles in women's magazines really bother me, because I feel like they're always like telling women what we're doing wrong. Like, I see these titles like 7 reasons you're driving him away, and how to please your man. And just once, you know, like, but I feel like the titles in men's magazines, I feel like they're so much more affirming. They're like, 7 reasons you don't even need this magazine, bro. Like, you're killing it. And just once, I would love to see an article in a men's magazine that says, like, maybe not all your ex-girlfriends are crazy, maybe you're just a dick. Yeah, dude. I keep saying, yeah, dude. So I'm in love. Yeah! I did it. I'm in love. And I actually fell in love with my booty call, believe it or not. I was not looking for love at that time. I was looking for a rebound, just trying to catch a D. And so my text went from, "Hey, you up?" to, "Hey, you up for building a life together?" So that's what we're doing. It's going well. I just moved in with him. It's a big step. I feel very grown up. I moved in with him. And it's a huge upgrade from my last place. My last place was a dump. Like, I had bed bugs multiple times, I had rats, my place flooded, I had a stalker, his name's Cornelius, I think he's here tonight. And one of my neighbors there had just been released from prison, and he would make me food randomly, and for some reason I would eat it. Like, one night he made me what he called a prison-style burrito, which is basically a tortilla with crushed up flaming hot Cheetos and top ramen seasoning. And when I was eating it, I thought, this tastes how living here feels. Yeah, so my boyfriend and I, like, we've been together a few years, and we still have sex, but we're definitely getting creative at this point. Like, TMI. Like, the other day, I was straddling him, and rather than guiding it in, we decided to play a game called No Hands! And it's fun, you should try it. And then lately we've been playing this other game called, like, How Comfortable Can We Get Before the Passion Fades and We Break Up? No, his family's in the audience. I'm like, we're good. Just a joke. Just a joke. Yeah, we're good. We don't argue much, my boyfriend and I. We don't argue a lot. But when we do, like, I surprise myself with the things I say when I'm mad. Like, we say weird shit when we're mad. Like the other week he pissed me off and I was like, oh, you don't want to set this off. I'm like, who did I become in that moment? Like an 80s wrestler, I'm like, let's take it to the cage, brother! No sex, you apologize. Right on. Yeah, so, I got a lot of UTIs with my ex, just to get real personal. Got a lot of UTIs with my ex. They stopped happening with my new boyfriend. And I was talking to a girlfriend who had a similar experience with a guy, but then all of her vagina issues went away when she met her husband. And it makes me think, like, sometimes her body just rejects the wrong dick, you know? It's like the lady parts are trying to tell you, run! This is not the dick for you! But your brain's like, ignore all the red flags. Drink cranberry juice. He's definitely the one. And like, for guys guys, it's different. It's like, dude, think with your head, not with your dick. But for girls, it's like, don't think too much. Like, trust that vagina intuition. Like, and if you listen carefully, you can hear it softly singing. Listen to your puss when it's burning inside. Probably the wrong guy. You get it.